One of the senior freshmen.
All right. So, newer concept yesterday. Stephen, will you get the light switch first, please? I'll put you in its credit. All right. You will be fine. No, I'm not marking it off. So if you happen to not do it, good. If you did it, don't worry. You're going to use this as a guide. Don't worry. A homework here or there for the next couple weeks is not going to change anyone's grade. I hate to tell you, but that's how math works.
Really?
Yeah, I literally dropped
What?
my grade 1% when I got it together.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't drop your grade though. Negative.
All right.
Negative B plus or minus.
So, is everybody okay with 1, 2, and 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody stuck on 1, 2, and 3?
I'm trying to see this.
So page 147 should be out, please.
Just go over all of it.
I just asked, was there any question on 1, 2, and 3? I wasn't asking for the forum.
1, 2, 3. No.
No.
Yeah, let me just get 12 in there.
All right, so taking a look. What? Every math class you will take from here on out will have this. So problem number 4. I'm just going to write this up here. I don't have the problem number with it, so you don't have an extra. Okay. So quadratic formula. My A value is 2. My B value is 5. My C value is 3. Everyone's okay with that so far? So the A, B's, and C's over there are going to take these A, B's, and C's. The 4 and the 2 are called constants. They'll stay there forever. Okay? So things that are taking place. So I have negative B plus or minus B squared. What's B squared?
25.
25. Minus 4 times A times C
All over 2A.
all divided by that. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Anybody stuck up to this point? Ask your neighbor.
Hey, I don't know your name, but are you stuck?
All right, so let's clean it up a little bit. Let's do the arithmetic, okay? So negative 5 staying as is for now. 25. Okay, negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times times 3 is negative 24. All divided by 4. It's cleaned up a little bit more. Okay, let's bring this back here. I get negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4. What's the square root of 1? 1. How many answers are right here? 2. So negative 5 plus 1 over 4. That's negative 4 over 4, which is
1.
negative 1. Is that okay? Then the second answer is this. Negative 5 minus 1 over 4, which is negative 6 over 4, which reduces to negative 3 over 2. Do not turn these into mixed numbers. Okay? Your elementary school teacher did not know what they were doing.
Oh, no.
Leave it as an improper fraction, please. All right. That's problem number 4. Anywhere up there that you have a question? Yeah. What's the square root of 1? There you go. Any other questions? No. On here. On this question here. All right. Let's take a look at number 5. So going across the page. My A value is 1, my B value is 2, my C value is negative 13. Okay? Leon's not here? All right. So, everyone's okay with the ABC? Quadratic formula is over there on the side. So is this going to be the same formula? It's not going to change. All right. So let's do our problem. What goes right here? 2. Notice the negative. What goes here?
2.
What goes here?
1.
What goes here?
13.
Negative 13. Watch your
Oh,
signs.
Ah.
My bad.
What goes here?
1.
Okay. Everyone okay with that?
Mhm.
Cool. So let's start cleaning it up. 2 squared?
4.
Okay. Negative 4 times 1.
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 13. 52.
Negative.
No, positive.
Positive. Watch your
Negative
signs.
times
Hang on.
negative.
Shh. Watch your signs. Guys and girls. This is a negative sign as well as this. If you're multiplying 3 terms together, 2 of them happen to be negative. Every time it'll become positive. If you had an odd number, if all 3 are negative, 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 negative gives you a negative answer. If 2 of them are negative, positive answer. If 1 of them's negative, negative answer. It does not change. I've taught for a long time. I tell you what, it is amazing the errors that are made right there every time. Because people are so afraid to go, oh, but there's another negative. Good. Take care of it. Okay? And then all over 2 times 1, which is 2. Pretty easy so far?
Yeah.
Everyone okay with all those steps? Does everybody see why this is a positive number? Okay? So I'm going to bring this back over this way a little bit. So I get negative 2 plus or minus 56 over 2. Now we have to see if we can break down 56. Okay? So let's take a look over here. I know that 56 is 2 times what is 56? Say 28. And then 2 times 14 is 28. And 2 times 7. Okay? So let's double check. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56.
Wow.
Okay? Does this give me a perfect square?
Yes.
So what does root 56 break down to?
2 root 14.
2 root 14. Good. Okay? I just asked this. Nothing else. Don't start throwing extra stuff in there. What does root 56 breaks down to this, which breaks down to this? Agreed? So where does 2 root 14 go into this problem? After the what? After the plus or minus. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It is a fraction, so there are 3 places I can reduce. Does 2 happen to go into all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get negative 1 plus or minus square root of 14. Done. Some might say, can I put the 1 right there? Sure. Where did the bottom 2 go? It reduced. It became 1. So any fraction over 1 is just the top, right? Anything up there? That doesn't make sense. So this right here is kind of a sidebar to take care of this. Will that square root always break down? No. It It doesn't have to rationalize to anything smaller. If it doesn't, leave it as that radical. But I have a square root key on my calculator. I'm proud of you. Don't always say, oh, I have to find the square root key on my calculator because it gives me an answer this long, therefore it must be right. Leave it as an exact answer. Trust me. Okay? Problem number 6. Problem number 6. So going across. X squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 0. Okay? My a value is 1. B value is 6. C value is negative 5. Quadratic formula. Okay? Same as always. Plug in what we know. Okay? I have negative 6. Yes? Plus or minus the square root 6 squared. 36 minus 4 times 1 times negative 5, all divided by 2 times 1. Now, real quick, what will this part right here become? Positive 20? Everyone okay there? Does everybody see where the positive 20 comes from? Is that a nah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So, negative 6 plus or minus 36 plus 20 over 2. Negative 6 plus or minus square root 56 over 2. I think we just figured out what square root 56 was, did we not? So 2 root 14. So I'm going to plug right there because I knew from last one it becomes 2 root 14. And then this, and this can reduce. What goes into all three of those numbers? 2. So 2 goes into that. I get negative 3 plus or minus square root 14 all over 1. That's done. How many answers is that?
1.
Oh, 2 plus or minus. Negative 3 plus root 14, negative 3 minus root 14. That's 2 answers.
So, Mr. Shrub,
Yeah.
so if the square says like it's negative 3 plus or minus square root 36, so that's
So make square root 36 6, and then do the 2 problems, and you
Okay.
get the 2 answers.
All right.
Yeah, great point. One of these will work out to that. We just haven't got there yet. All right. Number 7. Is that okay? Number 7. A is, B is, C is. Cool? Same exact formula. Okay? Negative, negative B. Everyone see that? Why that's positive? Plus or minus. What is B squared? What is negative 2 quantity squared?
4.
Positive 4. Good. Everyone see why that's positive? I squared. Now, here's the tough thing. If you're on your calculator and you go negative 2 and hit squared on your calculator, it'll give you an answer of negative 4. What are you squaring here? What is being squared right there? What letter is being squared right there? B. What is B equal to? Negative 2. So you're squaring negative 2. You're going negative 2 times negative 2. It gives you a positive 4. Yes, I understand your calculator. If you put negative 2 and you hit squared on your calculator, it gives you negative 4. Understand what you're squaring. You're squaring. You're saying, I want to take what my B value is because B squared is the same thing as B times B. B times B is negative 2 times negative 2. That's why it's positive. That's another big place where kids make errors. Watch out. Okay? So negative 4. My A value is 1. My C value is 7. What will, oh, hang on, over 2 times 1. What will this here be? Negative 28. Agreed? Okay, Okay, so I get 2 plus or minus 4 minus 28 over 2. That's going to give me 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 24 over 2. Let me stop. This answer will not cross the x-axis. This is not a real solution. Real referring to the real number system. This is part of the imaginary. So at this point, you need to realize and recognize this can be written with a I like that. Where did the square root, or where did the negative under the square root go? It comes out and becomes I. I is referred to as a complex number. I is not a variable, meaning you don't solve for I. Okay? So if you have the square root under the radical, right prior to the radical, you pull the I out. Okay? Your answer is going to have I in it. I is not a variable. I stands for the square root of negative 1. So let's break down root 24. That is the same thing as 2 times 12. 12 is the same thing as 2 times 6. 6 is the same thing as 2 times 3. Let's double check. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 times 3 is 24. Does everyone agree these are the same? I'm looking for a pair, so this becomes 2 root 6. Agree? So where am I plugging 2 root 6 in for? Right. So I have let me pause there for a moment. Notice how I wrote it. Where did the I fall with respect to the problem? Fell between the perfect square that came out, so 2I root 6. Okay? I can't get rid of the I. The I is going to stick around. It's part of the answer no matter what. So now I can reduce here, here, here. So I get 1 plus or minus I root 6. Okay? That is your solution. It's called a complex number. Some people might refer to it as an imaginary number. Those are all terms that are correct to use. Okay? This particular problem, if this would make a parabola, this parabola would open up. This parabola would open up where the vertex would have to happen above the x-axis. If it opens above the x-axis, if this problem does this, this is what the parabola does. Notice it will not cross the x-axis. Okay, do I think that's the exact one? No. I'm just drawing you an example. Okay? So it's not going to cross the x-axis. It's not going to come down and kiss it. It's going to be just like that. Okay? Is that all right? So if you have a square root under the radical, once you've done the arithmetic here and you realize, hey, this is happening, that's going to be replaced to look like that. Notice there's not a negative. You just used a lowercase backwards looking I. Is that right? What number am I on? 8. Is that right? X squared minus 3x plus 1. A is 1, B is negative 3, C is 1. Okay? What's going to be plugged? How's this going to work? Positive 3. Why is that? Because there's a negative here, and I'm plugging a negative in, and a negative and a negative gives me positive. What would this value become now?
9.
Negative 3 quantity squared, which is? 9. Cool. Minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. What does this right here become? Negative 4. Cool. So I get 3 plus or minus 9 minus 4 over 2. 3 plus or minus, what does this become? Square root 5. Can I break 5 down? There's my answer. There's nothing to reduce. It's done. How many answers is this?
2.
It's 2. 3 plus root 5 divided by 2. 3 minus root 5 over 2. If you see this plus minus, that refers you have 2 answers. Yo.
So I divided 3 by 2. And
Nope.
I just did 3 over
Nope. Nope. Do not change it to a mixed number. Or if you change it to a mixed number, I'm going to mark it wrong. Okay? Your elementary school teacher did not have a degree in math. They were reading out of a book that was pre-programmed and given to them to read out of.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm just telling you, that's why you feel that it's correct, because, you know, Mrs. Johnson, who you love, or whoever, was,
I made it in proper fraction.
don't. Keep it improper. Don't break it apart. Leave it. It's just pretty like that. It's nested like that. Don't try and say, oh, well, I think it's going to be done. Nope, you're going to get it wrong. Yeah, but no, you're going to get it wrong. But no, you're going to get it wrong. Number 9. Finally, number 9. Number 9, we have 3x squared minus 11x minus 2 equals 0. This one, we finally don't have an a value of 3, or of 1, excuse me. Good so far? All right, same formula. What's going to be here? 11, right? It's positive because it's negative, negative. Plus or minus 11 quantity squared is 121. Yeah. Minus 4 times A times C. Whoops, C is at 2. I'm sorry. 2. All over 2A. Okay? What does that become?
Negative. Positive.
Positive. Cool. I get 11 plus or minus 121 plus
24.
positive 24? Yeah, cool. 11 plus or minus, add those together, I get 145? Is that right? All over 6. Hey, how many answers are right here? 2. Plus minus. 11 plus, 11 minus. All right, let's see if we can break 145 down. Okay, 2 doesn't work. 3, 5, let's go with 5. 5 times 5 times 29. Can I break that down any further? No. So what does 145 stay as? 145. So here's my answer. Two answers. 11 plus square root 145 divided by 6. 11 minus square root 145 divided by 6. When do I bring an I out front?
Doesn't cross the x-axis.
It doesn't cross the x-axis, and when this right here is a negative. After you've done all of the final stages, down here it becomes negative. Okay. 10. What's different about number 10? What?
Oh.
It what? Doesn't equal 0. Awesome. Doesn't equal 0. So if it doesn't equal 0, what do we have to do to make it equal 0? Take away 2. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to move this 2 over. I'm going to go minus 2 minus 2. So I get x squared minus 2x minus 2 equals 0. Now it's going to work. So my a value is 1, my b value is negative 2, my c value is negative 2. Agree? If it's not equal to 0, you've got to get it equal to 0. So move whatever over. So x equals okay, what's this value going to be right now? Positive 2 plus or minus negative 2 quantity squared. 4 minus 4 a c all divided by 2a. What does that become? Positive 8, good. Yeah? So 2 plus or minus 4 plus 8 over 2. Do the math under the radical, so that's what, root 12? Let's break root 12 down. Root 12 is 2 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3. So what? 2 root 3. Awesome. So I'm going to replace 2 root 3 with, I'm going to replace 12 with 2 root 3.
Yeah.
So let's bring this over. 2 plus or minus 2 root 3 over 2. Does this reduce? Yeah. Reduce here, here, here. So I'm going to wind up with 1 plus or minus root 3. How many answers are right there? 2.
You don't need the 1 third, right?
Do I?
You don't need the 1 plus,
Yeah.
right? Oh, you do?
There's no placeholder
Oh, okay.
because it's 1 plus and 1 minus. You don't need the 1 here, but you do need it out front. Because the answer is not just plus or minus. That would be 0 plus or minus root 13 if you left it that, or 3, excuse me. So 0 plus something and 1 plus something are two different terms. Number 11. Number 11. 4x squared plus 9 equals 12x. Is it equal to 0? No. What do I have to do to make it equal to 0? Take away 12x, right? You're subtracting 12x here, subtracting 12x here. Combining any like terms, those cancel, so I get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Notice I put it in descending order, correct? But can I combine 9 and negative 12x? No. One has an x and one doesn't. What's my a value? 4. B value? C value? All right, so what's going to be here?
12.
12 plus or minus negative 12 squared is
144.
144. Good job. Minus 4 times 9, all divided by 2 times 4. Is that going to be positive or negative under there? Is that going to be positive or negative? Negative, good. So I got 144. Let's do the math. 4 times 4 is 16. It's going to be negative. 16 times 9. 16 times 9. Thanks for having a calculator and helping. 4. What is that? 44? Oh. Hey, what's going to be underneath the square root sign? 0. What's the square root of 0? 0. Over 6, right? How many answers do I have? Trick question. How many answers?
1.
1. Ha-ha. 12 plus 0 is 12. 12 minus 0 is 12 plus 0 is 12. 12 minus 0 is 12. So I get 12 plus 0 over 6. That's 12 over 6, which equals 2. 12 minus 0 over 6. 12 minus 0 is 12 over 6, which is?
What?
2 and 2 are your answers. What do you think this would look like as far as a parabola? It will indeed cross the x-axis. How many times?
1 time.
1 time. So it bounced off it, right? Have we had parabolas that bounced off the x-axis? Yeah. So is it wrong if you put the answers are 2 and 2? Uh-uh. Is it wrong if you just put answers 2? Uh-uh. Which one's more correct? Uh-uh. They're both good. They're both great. You prove when you do that you know what's taking place. All right, so problem number 12. Problem number 12. want it to equal 0, so what do I have to do? Subtract 2x squared. I could move all this over here as well. And yeah, it changes the signs of my A's, B's, and C's, but it doesn't matter which way you do it. So I would choose to move the singleton versus move double. So that gives me negative 2x squared plus 24x minus 33 equals 0. Hey, why is that plus 24? Because that would have been plus in front. Okay, my A value is negative 2. My B value is 24. My C value is negative 33. Negative 24, yes. Plus or minus. Anyone know what 24 squared is? 576. Good.
Totally knew that.
That's
All right. Is that going to be positive or negative right there? Negative. I have 3 negatives all in a row. If you have a calculator, it'd really help me out if you can multiply this out for me. Let's see. I got 576 minus 4 times negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. Positive 8 times negative 33. What you get? How much? Negative 264. Thank you. Over negative 4. What is 576 minus 264? 312?
Whoa.
Alright, so let's break root 312 down. I'd say 2 is going to go into it. How many times? 2 times. How much? 156. 156 is 2 times what? 78. 78 is 2 times what? 39. 39 is 3 times 13. Okay? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking for pairs, right?
2 and 2.
So right there. So my answer is going to be 2 square root what? 6 times 13. How much? 78? Cool. So I'm going to modify this right here. I get negative 24 plus or minus 2 root 78 all over negative 4. Let's see if we can reduce it. What number goes into all 3 of those?
2.
2. Good. So I get negative 12 plus or minus root 78 all over negative 2. Done. Did I ignore signs? I have them all there. They're all part of the question. Okay? Everyone feel okay about these? I just worked out 9 problems. So, I want to make sure, if one of these values is missing, what do you think you plug in? 0. Okay? So, I want to make sure that on page 148, you finish 13 through 18. Okay, that's the back side. And then let's have you work on page 149, 1 through 9. Okay? I'm not worried about the back side of 149 at this point. I will check this for points tomorrow. Gotcha? Cool? Happy? Life good? You got 15 minutes. Why don't you start working? That way I'm here to talk to you.